Hello and welcome back to Adventurous Way. I'm Matt.
And I'm Diana.
And today we are up nice and early. It's only about 5:45 in the morning and we are back on the road because today we have something a little bit exciting planned.
Yeah, so we are heading to Berlin, Vermont, to Essex Equipment to rent a chipper. In the previous video, you saw our big piles of slash and trees, logs that we cleared. And today we're going to try to chip them.
So the chipper that we're picking up is a pretty big chipper. This is not your average backyard chipper. It's actually rated to chip up to 9 inches. So imagine like a log, 9-inch diameter going through it. In theory, that's the largest it can take. We'll see today if it really can. It weighs over 3,000 pounds, so no issue for the truck to tow. Obviously, we're used to towing our travel trailer with the truck, so no issues there. Although I am a little concerned about towing it up the driveway, the logging trail that we have on the road at the moment. There's one section that's a little bit steep, and in two-wheel drive in the truck, I've noticed it slip a couple of times. Even the tractor's had a couple of little slips up there on things on that little section. We're hoping it's going to be okay in four-wheel drive towing up there. If not, we may end up using the tractor to help or something. So fingers crossed that's okay. It has been wet for the past week or two most of the time. Like most days it's rained for the last week or two. So the ground is going to be a little wet. But today's given dry. Today's a full dry day. So yeah, we'll see how this goes.
And we have rented it for 2 days. And this first time renting it, it's kind of like an experiment to see how much we can chip in 2 days. Are we going to be able to chip all the piles that we have, or is that too much, or is that too little? So that we know next time, like how much we can chip in 1 day, to know how long to rent it for, and also like what's the most efficient way, like where to put the piles, how to pile them up, and so on.
And also just knowing realistically what can the chipper chip. Like it says a 9-inch log. Is that true for the wet spruce logs that we've got? We'll find out today. That's really the goal. Going forward, we're going to have a lot more to chip. So knowing exactly what we can do, as well as what the machine can do, is going to be good. Long term, we want to take a lot of these wood chips and spread them on the trails on our property. For the time being today, we're simply just going to sort of spread these in the area where we're going to be chipping. We're not trying to do anything elaborate today, just to get the kind of surface a little better protected from where we have taken out those fallen trees. This will just give it a little bit of ground cover.
We have a steep section on the land, so we'll see whether we're gonna make it up there with the truck. How's the steep section of the road? Nice, we made it. So we successfully got the chipper on our land, which we're very happy about. And I would like to thank Essex Equipment for giving us a discount on this chipper rental and helping us this project. Okay, so that was so we started just after 8 o'clock and we did 2 piles in 45 minutes. I think that's faster than I thought it would be.
Yeah, they were 2 pretty good piles of slash. One was like more logs, I guess, like small logs,
Yeah.
3-4 inch diameter. The rest was a load of the kind of just the twigs and branches and things. That was way slower to get through. I think this is part of what we're trying to do, is we're trying to understand what the chipper can do.
Yeah.
And it had no problems whatsoever taking in like the tops of trees with all the branches attached.
Yeah.
And if you limb those off like we had been doing, it's just so much slower for us to then carry individual small branches over, as opposed to feeding in like an entire treetop.
Yeah.
So
but
there's a balance.
At the same time, if it's trees and they haven't been limbed, it's much harder to get them out of the pile.
Yes. So I think going forward, the tractor is going to be a big asset to us in this, just if it can like lift treetops over and bring them over.
Yeah.
When we get the grapple, if we still got some chipping to do, that'll be super useful because the grapple can like deliver them somewhat.
Yeah.
But look at the size of this pile.
Yeah.
You can tell from like the color of it that there's plenty of like completely rotten stuff in here as well.
Yeah.
The darker stuff in particular. But yeah, big pile here. We're now going to grab the tractor, kind of smooth all this area out so we can actually drive back through here. This was deliberate that we put it here.
Yeah, it was very muddy underneath.
Super muddy. The tractor even had problems getting out of here last time we were here. So we'll flatten this out with the tractor, spread it down sort of this way a little bit. I'm going to back the truck up down there, disconnect the chipper. Diana's going to go and grab the tractor, and then I'll pull forward with the truck out the way, and we'll bring the chipper into this big area here using the tractor. So we've got the ballast box with the 2-inch receiver on the back, so I can grab the hitch off the back of mine and stick it on the tractor.
And we'll do that pile first, not that one behind you?
Yeah, we'll do this stuff down here, I think, first. I want to really get into that big slash pile because that's the big one.
Yeah.
But I think we're making great progress.
Yeah. Do you think we'll be done with this today?
I don't want to jinx it, but it's possible. I mean, that slash pile is going to take us probably a couple hours. But this log pile, I mean, we can feed that as fast as the chipper can take it.
Yeah.
And you notice on the bigger ones, it kind of like takes a bit, lets the flywheel spin back up again, takes a bit more, spins up again. So we are faster than it is on the logs. It is significantly faster than we are on the slash.
Yeah.
So, and we've still got to cut this tree down. Although now, having seen the chipper, I'm like, I wonder if I can just do like one cut on the end, cut the stump off and just feed the whole tree in, because it's not a big tree. So we'll see how it goes.
Okay. The tractor, are we going to back in the chipper or go forward with the chipper?
We'll drive forward in with the chipper.
So that we can then back it up out here.
I mean, we can turn around in here. It's a big enough area that we'll turn around. Yeah. But when you get the tractor, drive forward down here, and then with the bucket, just come into this zone here. And we'll do some grading. First time spreading like this. We haven't had a big pile of material to spread yet. Yeah. So I'm sure we're going to make lots of mistakes and learn how to do that with the tractor. But I think we will have, from all that slash pile, we'll have a lot more bigger piles. And then those piles we can use on trails. Because I think this one, I mean, will be quite enough. This will spread down here a little way, but there's a lot of ground here to cover. I think the chips we get here will just spread here. Okay. And keep it simple. Okay. Make our lives easy today. Okay, let's do this. We are already wet and sweaty and dirty, but yeah, it's like, I don't know, it's like 70 degrees here, but it's so like foggy and the humidity is like 90-something%. Yeah. But it's not raining. It's not raining, which it has been for the last week or so, but it is due to get sunnier today and hotter, which makes me think that all this fog is just going to be like humidity in the air. Yeah. So it is going to be crushingly hot and humid. So we should probably do the slash pile first before it gets hot. Yeah, although lifting the logs will be pretty hard work. That's true. It's just slower. I don't know. We'll see. See how we feel. This thing is an animal. It's an absolute beast. Check out this huge pile.
It's crazy big.
It's insane. And we still haven't finished this pile of logs back here. And we've still got this big pile of slash back here to go. The sun's come out, it's beautiful, it's a really nice day. It doesn't actually feel too humid today.
No.
We are dripping with sweat. We are absolutely disgusting. I'm sporting a full-on Sonic the Hedgehog haircut at the moment.
But we're making good progress, and then we rented it for 2 days, but we're making such a good progress that I think we will be able to do the majority of it for today. And then if we return early, we get a refund for...
Yeah, we just pay for the 1 day that way. And yeah, I mean, we are moving through this so fast. It is a lot faster than I thought the machine and us were going to move.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really pleased so far. So the focus now is going to be, let's get this slash pile going, because that's the bulky pile that we want to get rid of. If we don't finish today, we'll probably still just not rent again tomorrow, like Diana said. But all it leaves us with is then some logs, which don't take up anywhere near as much space, and we can deal with them later. And I think we can call this experiment for how quickly can we...
Yes.
How much wood can Matt and Diana chip if Matt and Diana could chip wood? Experiment will be complete.
So we have pretty much finished the big slash pile, and it's really satisfying to see it go down.
Yeah, we've spent now about 4 hours. We've just had lunch. It's like 12:30. We spent about 4 hours just feeding that chipper, and on the slash, as fast as we can feed, it just eats it all up. We've made these big piles of wood chips now, these 4 good-sized piles here. And I think all that's left now is logs. So we got about halfway through the pile of logs over there before we decided to move on to the slash. So we're going to go back to that pile now. Yeah. We've also got a couple more piles over here that are smaller, so fewer logs, I should say. So they'll be easier. But we are just dripping with sweat. We are not looking particularly graceful right now.
But we're making great progress.
Oh,
and
sure.
Yeah, we'll be done in 1 day.
Yeah.
Yep, let's stop. Guess it's fine. It's 2 o'clock and we did it. We chipped everything that we wanted.
That thing is incredible.
It's chips definitely a lot faster than we were thinking. There are all these flies landing on the camera.
We're being plagued by flies. We've been fine while we've been working, but as soon as we stop, they attack us. So we've chipped everything that we can. There's a handful of logs that are just too big for this chipper. We knew there were going to be some like that, so that's absolutely fine. We'll save those for another day. Maybe we'll get a bigger chipper at some point, or find something else to do with those ones. But no, really impressed with the quality of the wood chips that it's produced. It's produced these big piles of wood chips all around us here. We're not going to try and spread these out and grade them today. We're going to focus on getting this chipper back. It's about an hour from here to get up there. So we're going to try and do a bit of a maneuver. We've got the chipper attached to the tractor right now. There's not a lot of space on the property yet. That's the area we're trying to clear, and until we've cleared it all fully, there's not a lot of space. So I think we're going to have to do a little maneuver to back up the tractor, disconnect it, back up the truck, connect it, and so on and so forth.
And again, the reason we were chipping all of this is because this was all dead and rotten wood, so it wouldn't be usable in any other way.
Yep. So this isn't really a review of the chipper. This was the the Vermeer BC 900 XL. Like I said, not really a review, but we're certainly very happy with it.
Yes.
It's done exactly what we wanted to today.
I think I'm more impressed than what I thought it would do.
Yeah, no, it worked really well. We didn't have any like blockages or anything. There's a couple of times when like the butt of a log would get too big, and it would kind of like hang on that, but you just push the bar and it reverses it out, and that's no big deal. So no, really impressed with it. It did a great job.
Yeah.
I don't know how big the gas tank is on there. We haven't used it yet. There's still gas left.
Yeah.
So we've got some gas, so we'll fill it up as well. But
okay, let's get it connected. We dropped the chipper back at the Essex equipment in Berlin, and now we're back at our RV. Now it's time for a good shower and a very, very thorough tick check. Thanks again to Essex Equipment who gave us a discount on the chipper rental. And thanks for watching, and if you want to see how we progress in our land clearing and house build, make sure you're subscribed. See you in the next video.